Halloween is often seen as a holiday of excess, filled with towering inflatables, animatronic figures, and sprawling displays that seem to come with a hefty price tag. But that's just one version of Halloween. The real magic of the season lies in its spirit, a blend of imagination, mystery, creativity, and play. That kind of experience doesn't need a big budget. In fact, some of the most haunting, charming, or delightful Halloween spaces are brought to life with almost nothing at all. Whether you're working with a tight budget or simply want to embrace a more intentional and creative approach, decorating for Halloween can be less about what you buy and more about how you think, feel, and express the season around you. Let's take a closer look at how you can celebrate Halloween with character, mood, and storytelling, without spending much at all. When you strip away all the bells and whistles, what truly defines a successful Halloween decoration isn't the objects you place around a room, it's the feeling those objects evoke. Mood is everything. And when you focus on atmosphere, you unlock a form of decorating that isn't limited by what's on sale or trending, it's driven by emotion, tone, and sensory cues. Think about how lighting transforms a space. A brightly lit room may feel cheerful and open, but dim that same space, shift the shadows, and suddenly there's tension in the air. The most chilling haunted houses aren't terrifying because of what's in them, but because of how they're lit and how they feel. With soft flickers, backlighting, and obscured corners, even an ordinary hallway becomes a suspenseful experience. Darkness becomes a design tool. And it doesn't cost anything. The same is true for sound. Silence is underrated, especially when it's just quiet enough to make people wonder if they heard something. The sound of the wind, faint creaks, distant thuds, these aren't expensive effects, but natural elements you can amplify or mimic. Even footsteps on an unfamiliar surface can send a shiver down the spine. And then there's spatial arrangement. Rearranging furniture, creating unexpected empty space, or directing movement through your home differently can completely alter a person's experience of it. Instead of thinking about what to add, consider what to remove. Sometimes the most unnerving settings are sparse, leaving just enough to the imagination to fill in the gaps. Mood-based decorating allows you to work with light, shadow, silence, tension, and texture. It helps you think about Halloween not as a theme to be completed, but as a world to be slowly uncovered. And that kind of transformation? It doesn't require shopping. It just requires a shift in how you see the space around you. Decorating on a budget never looked this spooky. Like this video and share it with your fellow Halloween lovers. One of the greatest resources at your disposal isn't found in stores, it's already around you. The art of decorating affordably begins with seeing familiar things in unfamiliar ways. Creative reuse is more than just frugality, it's a practice of imagination. It means recognizing that the most mundane objects can be transformed into powerful elements of a Halloween scene when given new context or meaning. Take a moment to look around your home, your garage, your storage closets. What's there that you've overlooked? Old sheets, empty jars, leftover paint, boxes from deliveries, packaging materials, all of these have potential. Not because they resemble Halloween decorations, but because they can be made into Halloween decorations. This kind of transformation doesn't just stretch your budget, it also makes your decorations feel personal, handmade, and full of intention. Even items from other seasons or holidays can be repurposed. Autumn, with its earthy tones and textures, already provides a perfect palette for Halloween, and many everyday household objects already echo that feel without any changes at all. A blanket in the right shade, a worn piece of wood, or a vase that casts interesting shadows can become part of your Halloween atmosphere without needing to change a thing. Beyond physical objects, there's also the reuse of space. Corners of your home that are typically ignored, like under a stairwell, a hallway nook, or the base of a staircase, can become focal points with just a few subtle changes. Think not just in terms of what you have, but where you can shift energy and attention. Creative reuse is about giving new life to old things. It's about training your eye to see the extraordinary in the ordinary. And best of all, it's deeply satisfying. Because when your decorations come together through your own vision and effort, they carry more than visual impact, they carry meaning. Which cheap DIY idea was your favorite? Drop your thoughts in the comments, we're dying to know. There's something deeply rewarding about creating something yourself, especially when it carries emotional weight, seasonal flair, or shared memories. Halloween has always been a holiday rooted in craft and creativity. Long before mass-produced decorations, people celebrated by making costumes, drawing spooky signs, and crafting eerie scenes from whatever they had on hand. That tradition is still alive today. And it's one of the most powerful tools in keeping your Halloween decorating both affordable and meaningful. Handmade Halloween elements don't need to be elaborate or professionally finished. In fact, the imperfections are part of the charm. Crooked lines, uneven spacing, messy edges, they all reflect the human touch, and they often lend an eerie, unpredictable feel that polished decor can't replicate. There's beauty in the imperfect. And in the context of Halloween, imperfection often enhances the atmosphere. The act of crafting also brings people together. Whether it's friends gathering to make creepy signs, families painting together, or solo crafters finding meditative joy in working with their hands, the process becomes part of the celebration. It's not just about what you make, it's about how you make it, and why. Plus, DIY Halloween allows for complete customization. You're not bound to trends, colors, or styles sold in stores. You get to decide whether your Halloween is playful or dark, eerie or elegant, nostalgic or modern. You can create something that speaks to your memories of the season, or even invent an entirely new vision. By embracing the handmade approach, you keep Halloween honest, grounded, and full of heart. You also open the door to countless creative ideas that no catalog can offer. And that sense of originality? That's worth more than anything money can buy. Want more budget-friendly Halloween ideas? Hit subscribe and never miss a trick or a treat. At the end of the day, Halloween isn't about how much you buy, it's about how much you imagine. It's a celebration that invites transformation, experimentation, and a touch of mystery. And that invitation doesn't come with a price tag. It comes with a mindset. When you let go of the idea that Halloween must be big, expensive, or showy, you open yourself to a more meaningful experience. You begin to see your home not as something to fill, but as something to shape. You discover new ways to use what you already have. You find joy in crafting, telling stories, and embracing the small details that bring a space to life. Halloween on a budget isn't a compromise, it's an opportunity. An opportunity to connect with tradition, to express yourself, and to create something that feels deeply personal. Because in the end, the most powerful decorations aren't the ones that cost the most, they're the ones that capture the spirit of the season. Let your creativity lead. Let your home become a story. And let this Halloween be not about what you spend, but about what you create.